Hey there, welcome back to another Make It Monday. Today, since it is National Coffee Day, I'm going to be making a coffee-themed card, even though I do not drink coffee myself. But I do love this cute stamp set from Fawn. This is the Love You a Latte stamp set. And I'm going to take the to-go coffee cup, and I'm going to stamp that 3 times with my Tuxedo Black Memento ink onto a piece of Coordination's 110-pound cardstock. This is because I'm going to be coloring it in with my Copic markers, which I will speed up my process and have each of the colors that I use in the right-hand corner. Once I got done coloring each of the images, I also went ahead and fussy cut them out. So now I'm going to take a piece of just white regular cardstock, and I have the See in Spots embossing folder from Cuttlebug, and I'll go ahead and run that through my Cuttlebug so it embosses my white cardstock. And then I'll go ahead and take it out of the embossing folder so I can move on to my next step. My next step is going to be coloring the background. I'm going to use 3 different colors of distress inks. So I'm starting with the Antique Linen. It's a very light brown color distress ink, and I'm going to color the entire white cardstock base. So I'll just go ahead and use my blending foam to apply the color all over. With this base, you don't have to worry as much about the streaking because I'm going to be using different colors, so they'll kind of blend together. So you don't have to be too worried if you're not very good at using your blending foam. So my next color is Walnut Stain. This is the darkest brown distress ink color. And I'm just going to not color the whole background. I'm going to kind of do it from the corner to corner. So just like the center diagonal part of the card. And then my last color is a Vintage Photo. And I'm going to do a little bit of that just on the sides of my cardstock. Just kind of blending the walnut stain and the antique linen together, since it's a more in-between color. It's a little bit more red than the other browns. Alright, so that is my finished background. Next I have a strip of craft cardstock, and I'm going to use a piece of pattern paper from the Fawn 6x6 Sweater Weather paper pad. So I'll just find the teal color that I would like to use, and then I'm going to cut that down to 2 inches. And the craft cardstock measures 1.5 inches by 4 inches. So I can go ahead and glue both of those strips together. And then I'm also going to stamp my sentiment right onto the craft cardstock. I'm going to use the Smile stamp from the same Love You Latte stamp set. And I'm going to stamp that with Rich Cocoa Memento ink. Alright, so then I can go ahead and glue that piece on to my background. And then I'm going to use a white A2 size card base. So I can go ahead and use my ATG gun to apply some adhesive onto the back of my embossed piece. Now whenever I adhere embossed pieces down, I like to add a little bit extra adhesive just because it doesn't cover as much of the background with the embossing. You really want to make sure that it sticks onto your card base. So I decided for one of the coffee cups I wanted to stamp the little smiley face on there. So I'm just going to use my Tuxedo Black ink once again and stamp the smiley face on one of the coffee cups, the little teal sleeve that I colored in. So now I can go ahead and adhere my coffee cups down. The first two that you see already placed there, I'm just going to use my ATG gun once again to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of those. And then the cup with the smiley face, I'm going to use some 3D foam squares so that one kind of pops up in between each of the other two coffee cups. And the foam squares that I'm using are from Best Creation. These are the small square foam squares, or foam, 3D foam, whatever they're called. I don't really know what the technical name is. Then I'll go ahead and peel the backing off each of those squares and just adhere that down. And I'm putting it slightly above the other two. You can see it's not quite in line with them. My last step is adding some clear sequins. These are from Pretty Pink Posh, and I like to attach them with some Tombow Mono multi-glue, but there are other various liquid glues that you can use that work just as well to adhere your sequins down. This one was a little bit more difficult to adhere them down just because of the embossing, but I made sure that it was either on or off the raised part so that it wasn't leaning. They were fully covered on the bottom with adhesive. So that is my finished card for today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to see all of my newest videos that I have. And then give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. You can also check out these 3 videos I have linked for you below. Have a happy National Coffee Day. Bye!